Have you done all of the assignments that have been assigned?
Ma'am, 1-2 questions have been left. Ma'am, one question I was having doubt.
Yeah. Which question? Of which paper?
Ma'am, not this one assignment.
Then which assignment?
I'll tell you. I have that one. Ma'am, the A3.2V3.
A3.
Yes, ma'am. Question number 9.
3.2B3 denied to check this. Question number 9. Okay. This question, no?
Yes, ma'am. This one.
Hello, Adhika. Okay. What is the the first question is derive the unit of force using the second law of motion. So second law of motion is what? F is equal to ma, no? Formula for second law of motion. This is
Yes,
what, right? Okay, so we have to derive the unit of force. So unit of force would be what? Just write the units of the mass and acceleration and then multiply it. Okay, so the standard unit for mass is kg. The standard unit for acceleration is meter per second square. So what will be the unit of force then? Kg meter per second square. This has been derived by the second law of motion, which is also known as Newton. Okay, which is also Newton, kg meter per second square. Okay, this is the first part. And then the second part is asking a force of 8 Newton produces an acceleration. Let me write it here so that this is the main unit according to the second law of motion. Okay, now a force of 8 Newton produces an acceleration of 8 meter per second square on a mass m1. Okay, a force of 8 Newton, F is given as 8 Newton. It produces an acceleration of 8 meter per second square. Let it be A1 as 8 meter per second square on mass M2. So M2 is M2. Okay, we are not knowing about M2. And an acceleration of 24 meter per second square on a mass. Sorry, M1. It's M1. No? It's M1 on M. The second is M2. What acceleration would the same force provide if both the masses are tied together? So if both the masses were tied together, then what would be the acceleration that will be provided? Okay, so a force of 8 Newton produces an acceleration of, okay, so this force is common for both of them, right? This force is common for both of them, for mass 1 and mass 2. So we can know about the m1. How we can know about the m1? F by A1. Will it be this or not? F by A1. Because F is equal to M1 A1, M1 A1, right?
Yes, ma'am. That one.
We have to find, and F is common for both of the masses. Okay. So F is M1. M1. If we need to find the M1, then what we have to do? We have to just divide it F by A1. Okay. So what is F? 8 by what is A1? 8. It's 1. It's 1 kg. Okay, fine. It's 1 kg. And then for in second case, it's the first case. It's the second case. For the second case, it's M2A2, and the force will be the same. So we have to find M2 now. F by A2. So we'll write 8 by what it will be 24. So it will be how much? 1 by 3 kg. Okay, means M2 we have got. This is our M2. This is our M1, and this is our M2. Now what it's asking if both the masses are tied together. So if both the masses are tied together, so what you will do, you will just add both of the masses, because one mass has been put on the another mass. Now it has got tied together. They have got tied together. Okay, so M1 plus M2 will be the final mass. Then what it will be? M1 plus M2, how much it will be? 1 plus 1 by 3. It will be around 4 by 3 kg. Okay, this will be the tied mass. Now what it's asking, what acceleration would it give? Would the same force give? So force is not getting changed. We have to use the same force as 8 Newton. Force is 8 Newton again. Okay, the force is 8 Newton again. Now both the masses have got tied together. So what will be the acceleration? Now what will be the acceleration? We are having the formula F is equal to ma, and we have to now find, we'll write like ma. Okay, now we have to find about the a. We have to calculate for A. So what it will be? F by M. So how much it will be? F is all again it's 8, and then M is what? 4 by 3, right? So we can write like this, 4 by 3. So 3 will
Ma'am,
go
let me get reciprocal it.
3 will go to the
Up.
numerator. So 8 into 3 by 4 will remain in the denominator.
I'm 6.
2, it will be 6 meter per second square. 6 meter per second square. Okay, because acceleration will, obviously acceleration will get what? Decreased. Why acceleration will get decreased? Because the mass now has become increased. Mass has got increased. F is equal to ma. If mass has got increased, then in order to let this force be constant, acceleration has to decrease, right? Because if obviously if this is a box of 1 kg and this is a box of 10 kg, and the same force you are putting, okay, same force you are applying, this like 2 newton of force and this 2 newton of force, obviously this will move with less acceleration rather than this will move by more acceleration, obviously now, because the same force is applying, but here the mass is less and here the mass is more. You can easily apply your force on 1 kg, but it will be difficult to apply force of 2 newton on 10 kg. Is it so or not? Have you got Shazan?
Yes, ma'am. I got it right.
Okay, Advika,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
also got it?
Now can you repeat?
You also got it, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, I understood.
Okay, is there any other question?
No, ma'am.
Advika, have you done any assignments? Have you done all the assignments?
Ma'am, I'm done, but I just have to upload them. No, I couldn't upload them because I had exams. I finished all of them today itself.
Your voice is not coming clear. It's
Ma'am, I've done all of them. I just need to upload them. Ma'am, I've uploaded it on WhatsApp. I need to upload it in my alarm collapse thing.
okay. Okay, this is AV3. Okay, these are the questions of all the questions of NCRT. No, which the exercise. Okay, so have you already done the questions of this in your school? Has this chapter got completed in your school, Shazan and Advika, both of you?
No, ma'am, we're like doing the question answers right now.
Your voice is breaking, Advika. I think there's something network issue or something.
Ma'am, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, but it's breaking.
Oh, okay, ma'am, I'll try this. Ma'am, I'll try fixing it.
Shazan, in your school, is this chapter going on or has got completed?
Ma'am, motion is done. Ma'am, gravitation we are going to start.
Okay, okay, this has been done. So,
Ma'am, gravitation I have made all the notes of gravitation. Just ma'am, I need to understand the definitions and all the things are done for gravitation. I'm going to start with flotation today.
okay, and Razi hasn't joined today, no? I I thought to make this class our last class of this chapter, so that we can start after test we can start gravitation.
Even today was the last class for that Newton's law of motion in our school.
Oh, in the school.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, you will teach flotation or not? Because this year flotation is eliminated.
I had that view. Means I
But
thought
pressure in fluids have been added instead of
only before flotation it's there, no?
yes, ma'am. And just pressure and fluids have been added and a little part of full flotation. I saw the new book.
हाँ, तो अभी तक I will do up to the means before flotation, and then we will first revise all the chapters MIL means motion
Our
and
motion, LOM, and gravitation.
yes. Then we'll revise it, and then if after revision, if we will be having time, then we can start or go for flotation. But I don't think that we will be having time. You will be having exams also in September, no?
The sir also said that maybe he will give flotation, maybe if he get time.
Hmm.
But doesn't matter. Mine is just complete only.
Okay. Okay, then we'll do some of the questions of this. Maybe three assignments. Have you done all the questions of the CRT last?
Yes, ma'am. The next question all I have done. These are from NCRT only. I do from NCRT.
Means there is, but you have to do in this also. Only you'll get it will get revised now. That's why I made this assignment as
Okay.
all the questions get covered. Okay, which question to ask? Can you do this 13 question?
Ma'am, it's from which chapter?
Laws of motion itself.
Okay.
Okay, so momentum is basically momentum, right?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am, I can try. Ma'am, in this you have to convert the gram into Ma'am, in this you have to convert the gram into kgs, right?
Yeah, you have to convert the gram into kgs.
Yes, ma'am. Right. Ma'am, is the answer is 2 kg per meter per second.
What?
Ma'am, is the answer 2 kg meters per second?
Answer you're talking about?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, and Shazan, yours?
Then I'm doing. First, we convert mass into a mass that it is in gram to kilogram. It is 0.2.
Hmm?
I just got that. 2
What
minutes.
answer? What is the answer?
Ma'am, I have
120
to.
is equal
Ma'am,
to ml standard.
2 or 3? What you said?
oh, ma'am, I think I made a small mistake. Ma'am, can I redo it? I took the time as a velocity in accident.
Okay. So the other velocity you will take, that will be
The
in.
other, ma'am, the velocity of the
It will
hockey
be
stick.
negative. It will be negative. Okay.
Oh, ma'am, because it's in the opposite direction.
Hmm.
Ma'am, and then it's not given us the mass of the hockey stick.
So what's your answer is coming out to be?
Ma'am, how will we find the how will we find it out for the hockey stick? Even though they just given us a velocity, they have not given us anything else.
Can you please join again? Rejoin, Arpika.
Ma'am, time is not given. You find the solution.
Yes. Time.
Ma'am, what to find over there? Ma'am, magnitude of
In this,
momentum.
you have to change. You have to find any change in momentum. The change in momentum will be what? M1, MV1 minus MV2 means P2 minus P1 or P1 minus P2. Change in momentum is what? How much momentum has got changed? What it was initially and what it has become in final.
Ma'am, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Ma'am, for this one, ma'am, how will we find the momentum for the hockey stick?
How many?
How will we find the velocity? I mean, how will we find the momentum of the hockey?
Here we are having first M1, right? It's how much? 0.2 kg, right? And V1 as 10 meter per second is a struck on a hockey stick so as to return it along its original path with a velocity of 5 meter per second. M means
Ma'am,
M
for the hockey ball, ma'am, I got the momentum as 2. Ma'am, but I didn't understand how to do it for the hockey stick.
stick. You need not to find about the stick. You just need to find the change in momentum of the hockey. You need not to mention M1 or M2, whatever. You need not to
Oh,
mention.
ma'am,
You just
then I'm getting the answer as 2.
you are getting the answer as
2.
2 not. No, not. This
What's
is
that?
the information that you are having, right? You have to find change in momentum means P1 minus P2. What it was initial and what it has become final. Okay.
Ma'am, so ma'am, the first momentum. Oh, okay, yes, ma'am. I got it.
You only need to find this as sorry. This will be negative, right? Because it has followed the same path, right? That was initially M, and it will be V1 minus V2. So how much it will be? V1 is what? 10 and minus 5. So how much it will be? 10 is what? 0.2. So 10 minus
minus 1.
15. So how much it will be?
From her 10.
It will be 3 kg meter per second. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, no?
Yes, ma'am. Because ma'am, for the first one, you get like P1 is equal to 2 and P2 is equal to minus 1. So if you subtract both of them, you get 2 plus 1 is 3.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Ma'am, but I don't understand why P2 should be negative. Ma'am, why is P2 negative?
Is P2 negative because it has followed the same path? Because what it's asking, what it's telling in the question, it's telling return it along its original path. Means if a ball was going in this direction and then hockey hit hit hits it, okay, hockey hits it and it followed the same path in the opposite direction. But the velocity has got changed. The magnitude of velocity has got changed.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Huh.
Ma'am, what was the formula for recoil velocity?
Recoil velocity.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, for the third motion, right?
Yes, ma'am. For that gun one that was doing.
So what it was, it's M1 U1 plus M2 U2. You can derive it from here.
Ma'am, can we write a recoil velocity equal to mass of bullet into velocity of bullet divided by mass of gun?
Oh, wait. I'm deriving it from here. M1 V1 plus M2 V2. This is what the third law of motion tells, right? Third law of motion, in the third law of motion, the total conservation of momentum. Okay, so while in the question when it's asked that it's having means bullet is having m1 mass, let's say mass of the bullet is m1 and mass of the gun is gun is m2. Okay, so initially they both are in rest, right? Initially they both are in rest, so u1 and u2 both will be 0, right? Initially u1 and u2 both are 0, so m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Now for recoil velocity, what you have to do? You just need to minus m1 v1, because v1 is the mass of bullet.
Ma'am, we can also take the mass of the bullet as small m and mass of the gun as uh, capital M.
Yes, you can take that also.
Yes,
You can
and
take
that only what I am doing, so I felt a
okay,
little
so
bit.
you can take like m1, this can be
Yes,
capital M, and then you will be having, this will be the recoil velocity. So you can take also this as capital V and this as small v. So this will
I
be
have
your,
now understood.
okay.
Because
Okay, so and one more question. Yeah, this question. Can you do this question? Try it.
yes, ma'am.
Doing?
Yes, ma'am.
When I was in ninth class, I used to feel this question as very hard. So I used to do so many times this question. I don't know why. But and one more question was there in this: calculate the net accelerating force, acceleration of the train, and a C part was also there. The force of, it's not written in this, force of wagon one.
Yes, ma'am. I have
On
done this question in class.
was the
Ma'am,
only
1 minute, ma'am. I'm almost done.
okay.
Ma'am, acceleration is 1.9.
B
Yes, ma'am. Acceleration is 1.94 meter per
accelerating
second square.
force.
And then force and that one. Wait. The net accelerating force, 1.94.
Ma'am, I'm getting like, ma'am, over here, ma'am, I'm getting like the force of friction as 35,000.
Yes,
35.
ma'am. The net acceleration I was telling the means the B1 in the air. And ma'am, the acceleration of the train is 1.94. Yes, that's.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am, the final answer is 1.94 meter per second.
Okay.
Hello.
So wagon,
Ma'am, but like, ma'am, 1.94 meter per second is when like you're including the engine.
your voice frozen. Hello.
Ma'am, it is 1.94.
Yes, it's 1.94. And what about the C?
Ma'am, which is C. Ma'am, the acceleration of yes, ma'am, even I don't know. Ma'am, it's 3.5 meter per second square.
No. I'm asking about C, the force of wagon 1 and wagon 2.
One on one, two on one.
Oh, that one.
That you are already knowing about the acceleration, that is 1.94. And then you have to do about the masses of 4 wagons. It's
I'm
two.
it is 28,000 Newton.
Ma'am, force will be equal to m into a, ma'am. Ma'am, so ma'am, if you take the acceleration of one wagon, right?
Acceleration will be 1.94 that you already have drawn,
Yes,
right?
ma'am, over here,
But
ma'am, for
ma'am,
mass minus 2000
ma'am,
kgs, should be
what's the
converted
first
into
wagon will be
grams?
4,000 into 1.9.
Gram, why gram?
Ma'am, if we're finding out like the acceleration to be converted, or immediately leave it in
It's
kgs.
already so heavy. Why would you convert it into gram? And mass is what?
2,000 kgs for one wagon.
So 8,000, right?
Ma'am,
8,000
you
units.
asked, ma'am, what will it be for ma'am wagon one or wagon two?
Wagon 1 on wagon 2. So what it will be? It will be wagon 1, the force of wagon 1, these, because all the 4 wagons are attached to this wagon 1 only. So masses you will take of the whole 4.
Ma'am, won't you take up just wagon two because it's asking just wagon two?
Yes.
Ma'am, but it's asking only wagon two, so why will you take all?
Yeah, wagon 2, but wagon 2 will also be having some kind of force of wagon 3. Wagon 3 will also be having some kind of force of wagon 4, and then wagon 4
Ma'am, but
will
they're
also.
just asking wagon one and wagon two, so you shouldn't be worrying about the
So
other wagon.
wagon 2 is having the forces of all other 3 wagons. So it will be get added in this now.
Ma'am, but it's not just asking about wagon one and wagon two, so it's
This is
why
what
would
I'm asking. This is what I am telling. If it's asking for wagon 1 on wagon 2, right? So wagon 2, if it's asking for wagon 2, then wagon 2 is with, attached with all the other 3 also, no? It's so if all the forces that will be exerted on wagon 2 will be all of the threes. And for this wagon 2, wagon 1 will be having force of all these 4 wagons because it's attached,
ma'am,
right?
it is
Because
okay.
so you will multiply the wagon 1 wagon mass to the 4, because these are 4 wagons. So you will just multiply, it will be 8,000 Newton, and then you are already having acceleration as 1.94. So you will multiply these two both, this both. So you will get F as 1.94 into 8,000.
Ma'am,
So
ma'am, it's almost 155. 2 Newton.
155.
2 Newton. 155 Newton.
152.
Yes, ma'am.
One
Ma'am,
five
triple five. Triple,
five
I
five.
said triple.
Triple five. Newton. Don't forget units. The marks will get
Yes.
deducted in not writing the units. The half marks will get deducted. Okay. So you people will be ready for the test now. And the next
Yes.
I can announce the test. I
But
can announce
ma'am,
the test. Hmm.
ma'am, not in this week. Yes, ma'am. Can you announce the test, ma'am, like the end of that the next
Means,
week because
means next Thursday.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That.
Thursday. Yeah. After this, the
Mama,
Thursday will.
from that, Mama, my midterms.
Yes.
Mama, my midterm exams.
Midterm exams from when?
Next week.
Next week.
Next week only.
Ma'am, next week.
Ma'am, I'm having it from 16.
No, in the midterm exam means it's the first semester, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Half yearly.
So
Ma'am, first,
graduation is not started yet. The
ma'am,
graduation in the August exam midterm.
What, ma'am?
In the August only, Advika is going to have exams.
Ma'am, same here in August. Only.
same.
Next week means next month I'm having.
Yeah, next
September.
month, and Advika is having from this August only.
No, ma'am, even I'm having it on 13.
You are having from September, no?
Yes, ma'am, on September starting, ma'am.
September starting.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, today what? Today is 18.
Yes.
So starting means the next to next
Ma'am,
Thursday I
only 26 days. I'm
will
Friday.
start the gravitation from next to next Thursday. Because next Thursday will be the test.
Friday, ma'am, because ma'am, next Friday, ma'am, exams. Because we have like science practicals and then
Ma'am, you can take the test before Thursday also.
Yeah, before Thursday. So before
Yes, ma'am.
Thursday, and keep it on Wednesday so that I can start.
Yes, ma'am. It's okay.
Advika,
hello, sorry, ma'am, I accidentally left
so I
the
will
meeting.
take the test on Wednesday.
Yes, ma'am, ma'am, Wednesday is fine.
Okay, then on Thursday we'll be starting new chapter, gravitation. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, then but you will be having some of the that other classes now. That's why it will get disturbed.
Ma'am, you can take one course.
It will get disturbed. That's why I thought I should take on Thursday on my class only. Will there be a problem if I will take the test on Thursday? Will you be able to write the test
Yes, ma'am. When?
on Thursday itself?
Take it on any day, ma'am. I'm ready to.
Advika, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, ma'am, I will be able to have the test.
Okay. Okay,
Hello?
because there will be other classes on Wednesday also. No, I will have to check with the teachers. That's why I thought to keep it on Thursday only in my class. Okay. Okay, one or two more questions we have to do now. This question, which question? Okay, fine. Let's take this question. A stone of 1 kg is thrown vertically. Is thrown with a velocity of 20 meter per second across the frozen surface of a lake and comes to rest after traveling a distance of 50 meters. Can you do this question?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, do it then. Done, Shazan?
I'm almost isolating that. Ma'am, it's minus 4 newtons.
Minus 4 Newton. Find its acceleration. And its acceleration? Oh, no. Sorry. I was reading another question. What is the force of friction between them and the ice? So your answer is what you said?
Minus 4 newtons.
Okay. Okay then.
How much gravity force?
Yeah. Okay. So you are able to do all of the questions. Means almost all of the questions, right? So tomorrow will be the assignments, right? So you'll be doing a PP, okay, practice paper, and
Okay.
more questions that you haven't done, and of the other assignments, and also this assignment. Okay. You sit in the assignment class now, Shazan.
What, ma'am? Ma'am, I'm in the 10th class, so I joined the 10th class at the same time. Okay, tomorrow I'll join the same class.
Okay, fine. If in case you are having any problem in any of the questions, please send it to me. Means the
Yes, ma'am.
yeah. So that I will just send the answers
Okay, ma'am.
solution. Okay then. Bye for today.